Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 could make Samsung's Galaxy S24 a gaming king. Now that Samsung has launched all its high-end smartphones for the year, the focus of leaks has shifted to the Galaxy S24 series. Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is expected to power next year's Samsung Galaxy S24 range. The Snapdragon's GPU, however, could easily make the Galaxy S24 a true gaming monster. An alleged Vulkan benchmark result of the unannounced Snapdragon SoC was shared by prolific leaker Ice Universe. By the looks of it, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 with the Adreno 750 GPU has an impressive score of 15,434 points. This is notably over 50% higher than the average score of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 with the Adreno 740 GPU at 10,000. When comparing the Snapdragon chip to Apple's S17 Pro, there is no direct way to pit both platforms in the same test. However, if we were to use the 3D Mark Wildlife to benchmark the graphics department, the current Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 is already toe-to-toe with the S17 Pro. Thus, we can safely assume the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 could significantly trump the iPhone chip in graphical performance. Considering how Apple is already touting the S17 Pro to support console-like games, it would be interesting to see how Samsung would market the alleged advantage of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 on its devices. Likewise, it remains unclear whether the Galaxy S24 will debut with a custom Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 by having an overclocked processor like the S23 utilizing a Snapdragon for Galaxy version. Regardless, the GPU unit should relatively remain unchanged across different clock speed variations of the chipset. Other than the graphics, the S24 Plus with a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 was spotted with a score of around 2,233 and 6,661 points in single and multi-core Geekbench tests, respectively. Both are evidently lower than the S17 Pro and the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Of course, the final scores may still change on the actual Galaxy handset. Unlike with the 17 Pro, which is manufactured using the 3nm fabrication process, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is said to use an updated 4nm node from TSMC. However, there are already rumors going around that Qualcomm may announce both 3nm and 4nm variants of the chipset. Meanwhile, reliable tipster Ice Universe has revealed on Chinese microblogging platform Weibo that Samsung could launch the Galaxy S24 series on January 18. He states that this might not be the accurate date, but Samsung could most likely announce its next flagship smartphone around that timeframe. This rumor lines up with an earlier report that claims Samsung will launch the Galaxy S24 series earlier than usual to counter strong demand for the recently launched iPhone 15 series. Considering Samsung would ever admit that it's trying to catch up with Apple, we're not likely to find out for sure. So we're just going to have to wait and see how this all plays out. So what do you think of Snapdragon 8 Gen 3? Will this graphics performance convince you to get the Galaxy S24 over the iPhone 15? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments, and for more updates, you can check out our channel. See you in the next one. Peace out.